This is Mary of Alaska Stories.
And this is Mike. In this edition, we're looking at Whittier, Alaska, a town under one roof. In the 1960s, my brother Tom and I rode the train from Anchorage, Alaska to Whittier. We had never been there before, and our imaginations didn't prepare us for what we would experience. Our train chugged along in the 2-mile-long tunnel cut through a mountain. As we reached the Whittier end of the tunnel, sunlight bathed our train car, and much to our surprise, there it was. On the right side of the train was a tiny city made up of multiple-story gray concrete buildings reaching skyward in the shadow of a mountain. It looked as if it had, at one time, been a movie set for an episode of the classic Twilight Zone TV series. The buildings we saw were left over from an abandoned army post.
Where is this place called Whittier, Alaska? You'll find it by driving your vehicle or taking the Alaska Railroad about 60 miles southeast from Anchorage along the scenic Seward Highway bordered by Cook Inlet. Your journey to Whittier will include a 2-mile trip through a mountain tunnel.
For centuries, the area around Whittier was part of a passage used by the Chugach people between Prince William Sound and Turnagain Arm in Cook Inlet. Both Russian and American explorers also used the passage, as did gold prospectors during the Klondike Gold Rush.
In 1915, a nearby glacier was named Whittier Glacier, after the American poet John Greenleaf Whittier. Later, the new town was named Whittier.
During World War II, an army post and railroad facility were constructed near the glacier. The army post was given the name Camp Sullivan.
For a while, they were the biggest buildings in Alaska. Completed in 1957, the Hodge Building was named after Colonel Walter William Hodge, who was the commanding officer of the 93rd Engineer Regiment for the construction of the Alaska Highway, also known as the Alcan Highway. Later converted into condominiums and renamed Baggage Towers to honor one-time Alaska political figure Nick Begich. Baggage Towers is now home to most of Whittier.
On the afternoon of Good Friday, March 27, 1964, Alaska was struck by a 9.2 quake that shook for 5 minutes. As a result, Whittier sustained over $10 million in damage.
Did you know that Whittier, Alaska is the wettest city in the United States? It averages a soggy 197.8 inches of rain each year, and in the winter, Whittier receives 249 inches of snow. And what about the Whittier population? Townfolk number around 255 hardy souls.
And here's a bit of fun. In the mid-1960s, the restaurant in Whittier had a sign that read something like this: "If you catch a crab and bring it in here to share with everyone, we'll cook it for free." Well, I remember a time when my brother Tom was fishing off the dock in Whittier. As he reeled in his line, he noticed that there was something heavy on his hook. When he got closer to the surface, Tom was surprised to see that a king crab had grabbed hold of his line. So Tom took his catch to the restaurant, walked in the door, held up the crab, and declared, "Fresh king crab all around!" The restaurant erupted in happy cheers. Yes, the unique and picturesque town of Whittier, Alaska is definitely a great place to visit, by train or by car. Until next time, Mike and Mary, Alaska Stories.